We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Oh, look at that, we're on.
Yeah.
How nice. Welcome everybody.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's your thing, man.
Oh, right. That's right. That's
your yes.
1, 2. Okay, good.
Is it on? Yeah. No, I can hear mine.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yes, this is my thing.
Yeah.
Welcome to Insanity Check, ladies and gentlemen. Ken, Skillet, 8. It's gonna be a frustrated 8 today. You all right there over there at 8? Is your stuff working for you, man? 8 is good, ladies and gentlemen. 8 is good.
Already.
That's frustration of his equipment, apparently. Certainly can't be from us, because 8 loves us.
Yeah.
It is December 17th.
17th? Oh, shit.
Next week, what? Next week, this time will be Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah, man.
You expecting some good presents, 8? Wait, that was a setup for a gay joke.
No,
Shh, quiet, everybody. Shh.
I'm not going to say a word, man. I was honestly going to see what this cat was going to say about Christmas Eve, man.
Oh, okay.
What is Santa bring him, in his sock for 8, man?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't getting no guess? The sock is kind of mad long, though, right? You had a, crazy deep sock on your fireplace, right? and hopes that Santa puts something real nice in there, right?
Are you a Muslimate?
You just don't believe in that satanic, demonic cult? Yeah. Founded on pagan madness. Nah, whatever, man.
Come on, man. There might be some kid who's going against the wishes of his parents and is on the internet watching this show right now.
I'm just kidding. It's not a pagan cult,
Anyway,
Just saying, man.
It's snowing again here. It was the second time in past 3-4 days or something like that.
Not only is it not. No. This weather's fucking stupid. It keeps doing the same thing. It snows and then it gets warm, or it rained today. It's slushed over. Now this shit is turning into ice.
Almost got into an accident. Not really, but almost. On the way over here.
I almost bust my shit, boy.
Well, I was got a lift for a friend of mine, and fortunately we weren't going too fast. The car just started sliding to the left and sliding to the right.
I was sliding.
Kind of like line dancing.
I almost tore my groin and shit, man. Fucking
right off the bone.
Right off the bone, sliding and shit. So I'm like, yo, this weather's ridiculous, man. But that's why I ain't riding my bike today. Amazingly enough, man. Which was kind of weird taking public transportation to get here. It's kind of strange and shit.
Yeah. Did you actually pay, or did you just couldn't?
No,
you couldn't do it. Did you hop the turnstile?
Nobody jumps the turnstiles anymore, motherfucker. No, I paid for it. It was just weird because out of here.
That's what I said.
Nah, it's just strange. Because I'm so used to bringing my bike here. But the last time the same thing happened, it was icy, so it took me like an hour to get back, to the crib because the bike was sliding, and you don't
got no fucking Bigfoot tire accessories or something.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, ice is ice. I mean, if it was snow, that's different. Ice is a whole different story because
they don't have a bike salt spreader for the front of
No, but they are snow tire add-ons with spikes and stuff like that if you're riding in deep snow, but that has nothing to do with ice. So there's no ice spikes yet that I know of. So I was like, nah, let me just chill.
Well, speaking of getting into car crashes and almost killing people, our first story is about a teen who got into a car crash and did kill people. He killed several people. He maimed some more people. But he's
how many people he fucked up, man?
I think a total of 8. I think he killed 4, maimed 2. Not including himself because he's pretty much okay. Texas teen kills 4 in drunken crash but gets probation after parents' wealth is blamed.
Say that slowly so people can really hear what you're saying. Parents' wealth is blamed for why this dude waxed out all these people and got probation.
Well, that's what it ended up being. What they were trying to explain in the story isn't quite that, which has nothing to fucking do with what the kid did. But we'll get into that now. A Texas judge agreed with defense attorney's claim, probably after getting his pockets stuffed with some of that wealth, that a 16-year-old boy who killed 4 people while driving drunk had been given whatever he wanted by his wealthy parents and had never learned to accept responsibility for his actions. What does that have to do with his actions?
But wait a second. You said because he had wealthy parents, he never had to own up to anything that he had to do. I mean, that he dealt that was bad. So they decide to not punish him.
Yeah.
See, that's the part that I don't understand. If they're saying that's the reason why he just felt that he could just, I guess, mow people over, do whatever the fuck he did, wouldn't this be a perfect time to lead by example and punish him? I mean, wouldn't that make sense?
One would think.
Oh, wait a second. Is this dude white? That's a rhetorical question. You know what the fuck the answer to that is. Come on, man. You know the answer to that, so.
So, she sentenced him to 10 years of probation.
Yeah, okay.
Setting aside prosecutors' request for a 20-year prison term after the teen pleaded guilty last week to 4 counts of intoxication manslaughter and 2 counts of intoxication assault causing serious bodily injury. Court records show Ethan Couch had a blood alcohol content of 0.24, more than 3 times the legal limit for an adult, when he slammed into 4 people who stopped to assist a stranded motorist June 15th alongside a narrow Tarrant County road. So this is what you get for doing a good deed. You get sent to fucking heaven or hell
or whatever,
or just back to the
mother planet. You basically just get crunched and mulched up by a drunk fucking rich spoiled brat.
All 4 pedestrians were killed, including a mother and daughter, and 2 of Couch's friends were thrown from the pickup and severely injured.
Yeah, like mad broken bones and shit like that. It was like,
Brianna Mitchell, whose SUV had broken down, was killed, along with 2 neighbors, Holly and Shelby Boyles, who lived nearby and came out to help. The young minister, Brian Jennings, who stopped to assist. Oh, and youth minister, Brian Jennings, who stopped to assist. Solomon Muhammad broke numerous bones and suffered internal injuries. Sergio Molina, well, at least he's not racist. He's with all these these foreigners in his car.
That's the gardener and the fucking butler or something like that.
He was taking them. He was going with them to get some weed, some chiba.
Who knows? They probably knew where the good stuff was.
Probably. And Sergio Molina was paralyzed and can communicate only by blinking
his eyes. So not only did this guy kill and maim, but he also paralyzed, and yet he gets probation. After
stealing beer from a nearby Walmart, which was what was used to aid his intoxication. The teen's attorney never denied that Couch was driving the pickup or that he'd been drinking underage, but that he argued that parents should be to blame and held responsible for their son's actions because of the way they'd raised him. Now,
then throw them motherfuckers in jail.
That's what I say.
If that's what you want to say, okay, fine. You want to say that this kid doesn't have any culpability because he's a little spoiled rich brat? Okay, then the parents should do those 20 hard years.
That's what I'm saying.
Fine, somebody's got to do time.
Which goes along with our mantra here. These parents are responsible for the fucked up way these kids are.
Yeah. So
a psychologist testified that the teen's parents had a volatile, unhealthy relationship and argued frequently in front of their son. So the fuck what?
What the fuck does that? You know the type of Donnybrooks I've seen in my household.
His father does not have relationships. He takes hostages, Miller said, as he described the teen's mother as a desperate, manipulative woman. The teen never learned to say that you're sorry if you hurt someone.
You know what? Then he could explain that to fucking Meat Chops Calhoun in the joint when he steps on his foot getting out of the top bunk.
The victim's family and prosecutors said they were stunned and disappointed by the sentence handed down by the state judge, Gene Boyd, who will not seek re-election after.
This story.
We had over 180 years of life taken, future life, not 180 years lived, but future life that was taken from those who taken, and 2 of those were my wife and daughter, Eric Boyles.
Eric Boyles.
Boyd ordered the teen to undergo therapy at a long-term inpatient facility, and his father ordered to pay more than $450,000 a year for therapy at the whatever the fuck. Who cares? Because, like you said, they're court ordering these people to do what they've done this kid's whole life, which they claim is responsible for the way this kid is.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, has nothing to do with what the kid did.
So they're ordering these people to basically, once again, absolve this kid or just let him skate. Everybody's ordering this kid, was putting these things in motion in order for this kid to just skate on by, yet this is the reason why he's allowed to skate on by. And so this guy has to pay more than $450,000 a year. If he's a millionaire, I'm pretty sure he can figure out a way how to absorb that or write that off or whatever the fuck else. Yet people are destroyed and paralyzed. If this doesn't tell you what's wrong with this country, You know, people probably think that, yo, we just some angry black people, which we angry black dudes, which we are, because I am angry, you know. And oh, no, I don't see a Klansman behind every mailbox or anything like that. But, you know, racism is just, it's just so out there in your face if you can see it. Now, I know people want to say that this has nothing to, you know, this is probably classism. This is both. Because I'm sorry, I don't think if this guy was a affluent, was a black teen that came from an affluent neighborhood, first of all, they would have probably beaten this motherfucker before he even got to jail.
Yeah.
All right. Before, you know, when he was trying to say he was rich, they probably wouldn't have believed him. If you was rich, how come you just finished stealing some beer from the Walmart? So they'd have probably waxed his ass and beat the shit out of him already. But I doubt if he would get probation. I'm sorry. You know, I just don't believe these lies. I mean,
these here lies?
Yeah, these here lies. I mean, this is just, I mean, what more can they say other than, you know, this kid is rich and white and he's going to get off and nan. I mean, that would have been more official. Just go nan, and he's rich and white. He's gonna get off.
It certainly would have been more honest.
More honest, yeah. Just and then as the husband is crying and shit, you know, say hey, and then throw like a fucking frozen stack of 100s in his fucking face for his troubles. You know, smack him upside the head with some money and send him out by his collar or something like that, because they might as well spit in the man's face, literally. And because she's not getting, you know, the judge is not seeking re-election. Who gives a shit? What does that have to do with this?
Like I said, the whole premise of the defense has nothing to do with what this kid did.
No, it has. So let him go through therapy in jail or whatever.
And, you know, at this point, who the fuck cares if he's sorry? Is he paying? Is someone really paying for this crime?
No. And I really, you know, when I thought this was a joke when I first saw it, and this was one of those things that, you know, I didn't even look at the comments. I don't even know what the comments say. I mean, I don't know if there's comments on. Just read some of the comments, because I'm on this piece of shit thing.
The judge should be hanged right along with the defense attorney and that kid himself. Check.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget about Couch's parents. Who are his parents? Nowhere can their names be found. In the 10 or so articles I have read, they are just the parents. They obviously have some power over the press, since they are guilty of pampering the kid. Which, once again, money. It just so happens the judge is like, oh yeah, this is actually a good idea, defense. I'm going to go along with it.
See, like I said, it's not just money. It's got to be white money. Because when you do crimes, hard crimes in this country, your black money will not save your ass. It won't.
Frederick Couch is the father. Tanya Couch is the mother. Wow, they fucking... Someone found some shit.
What?
They got the fucking... The address, their telephone number. Let's see. What does it say?
Yeah.
Frederick Couch is the father. Tanya Couch is the mother. Claiborne Sheet Metal, 6432 9 Mile Bridge Road, Fort Worth, Texas, 76135-9260. Phone number 817-237-5060. Lots more details here. At dailymail.
Man, you should fucking put that shit up.
Yeah, this will be on there, because Frederick and Tanya, yeah, I hope you get lots of fun. I hope you get a flaming bag of turds thrown through your fucking
exploding
window.
turds.
Yeah,
right?
Exploding fucking turds.
Exactly.
You reprehensible scum.
I mean, but the system is just. You can't. You know, it's so weird that, you know, the parents are bad enough, I guess, for spoiling their kid or whatever. But it's obviously the system that is allowing these fuckers to use their bad parenting as an excuse for these kids to get off. For this kid to get off.
Wu-Tang said
that never happens. I said, you know how many times wayward, stupid street urchin rabble out there does a whole bunch of shit that you know clearly the kid grew up that way because he had bad parenting. I've never heard that shit. Your Honor, I knocked out that old lady and stole her EBT card and kicked over her crutch and shit because my parents was drug addicts and they was fucked up and they was bad at home.
Yep. Really? And I'm just gonna go out on this last comment. Look, this country incarcerates more people than any other country on the planet. Most are poor, black or Hispanic, and most are incarcerated for nonviolent and petty offenses. But in this case, in Texas, of all places, this kid gets a get-out-of-jail-free card. If that had been a black kid, he would not only be in jail, he would be on death row. Our country is seriously broken. And speaking of breaks, we'll be back in 2.